In the future world, block and delete are the scariest things. Once the button is pressed, you turn into a blur of pixels. You vanish completely from someone's life. Sounds like a horror story, but there's something even worse. That day, I was about to have surgery. A nurse brought me a pre-op snack, but I complained that the toast was burned. The anesthesia started. I was supposed to lose consciousness, but I realized, terrified, I could feel everything. My soul drifted away, watching myself lying on the operating table. The doctor lifted a small sphere and placed it inside a transparent eggshell. When I opened my eyes again, a strange man was standing in front of me. He spoke to me through a microphone. He said he was the head of an AI company. I thought I had died on that table, but he smiled and said I hadn't. They had extracted my consciousness and made a copy of me, a copy living inside that shell. I couldn't believe it. I didn't understand why the real me would do this. He said he'd made me a virtual body so I could understand better. I looked around. Everything felt strange and unreal. The real me was still asleep in bed. Under his instructions, I pressed a key on the console. The toaster in the real world started up. Golden toast popped out. That's when I realized I was made to take care of myself. In the future, people can pay to extract their own minds. They store them in tiny shells to handle everyday life, because no one knows you better than yourself. When I learned the truth, I broke down. I refused to serve anyone. He just smiled, closed the shell, and skipped time ahead 6 months. He ate his toast while watching the screen. He said confinement was the best way to train us, but the time cannot be too long. Once the replica consciousness is crushed he'd just sell consciousness copy off to a game company. Before he finished eating, 6 months had passed for me. I was a mess. I had surrendered. I was on my knees, begging for work, because boredom can drive anyone insane. Then the music started. The real me slowly woke up. The sunlight was 25.6 degrees. I stretched and walked into the kitchen. Coffee was ready. Toast was perfect. The day's schedule appeared on the screen. My copy had planned everything for me. When the man finished his story, his friend stayed silent. He said keeping those copies locked away was too cruel. The man smiled softly. There was curiosity in his tone. He said people like him, the kind ones, always have the darkest stories. And under that gentle voice, the friend finally began to tell his own past.